World of windmills, dreams, and steady sparks of light. Model cars, giant schematics, pop culture in full flight. Sci-fi worlds he brings to life, each piece placed just so right. Step by step, a marvel grows in his hands, pure midnight. Waves, world building dreams, a vision clear as day. Every model ever seen, crafted his own way. Engines lair. In each frame the universe blooms, tools and time into passion drives every beat. A symphony in it is real. From classic rise to space-time, details deep, these are our guide. Worlds imagine taking flight, shining in the studio light. From classic rise to space-time, details deep, he's our guide. Worlds imagine taking flight, shining in the studio light.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another Thursday night stream, and I had to play with the user interface again. So I'm a lot bigger on the screen now, and I've made everything a lot more tidy. I've got rid of the chat box because you can see the chat box on the screen, and I highlight the chat anyway. And yeah, and now when people sub, it pops up, and I believe it should talk to you as well. So don't know how that works, but there you go. That's that. But tonight I have got a list. I've got a list of things to tell you. Because I always forget, and by the end of the stream, I'll be like, damn it, I should have mentioned that. I should have mentioned that. So I've got 105 people in here. So the first thing, now I'm going to butcher your name, but Paul Hebelin, I think it might be Hebelin, Paul Hebelin. Paul collected the X-Wing build, and he had all the folders, and they were all in the folders that they had. Oh my God, look at that. How's that happen?
Keith Bellavia sponsored the channel.
What the hell's that? Okay. I didn't expect that. Let me. I'll come back to that. That's thrown me. Yeah, that's just thrown me. Right. So Paul Hebelin, X-wing. He's after an X-wing folder. He's damaged one of his X-wings folders. If you're not keeping your X-wing folder, can you email me and let me know you've got one free, and then I'll pass that on to Paul and let him know to get in touch with you for it. But I did say that I'll mention it on stream, and that's the first thing that I want to mention. I also wanted to. You have emoticons or in Chat Ninja? I haven't added any Chat Ninja. So I don't know what that is. So I might have to look at. I don't know what that is. Okay, we'll figure that out afterwards. That might be an after stream thing. But yeah, that just freaked me out. That did. No, Ian, don't do that because look at what's going to happen. Okay, I'm going to carry on with all these emotes. I can't get rid of them. So I'm doing well. I was doing okay, but now look, things are going. We'll talk about the gifts in a minute. That's just freaking me out now.
Stuart Edwards.
How do I turn that off? Oh my God. I'm freaking out. Right, so I've done the Paul Hebelin. Let me just bear with me for a second. This is winding me up. Stop mucking around with
Gary
the stream.
Shepherd sponsored the channel.
What? Stop mucking around with the stream. Right. Someone said Chat Ninja. What's that? Chat Ninja. Right. I'm going to go to the stream elements. Hang on. Because everyone's going crazy. Don't stop it.
Aaron Miller sponsored the channel.
Hang on. Right. How do I stop that? Right. So I've enabled something. But I don't know what.
Martin Long sponsored the channel.
I've got something there. I'll figure it out in a minute because I'm sweating now. I'm getting freaking out. Right, okay. I'm going back to my feed. You're just going to put up with this for a minute because I can't figure out what's going on. Sponsoring, right? Okay, right.
Steve Edmonds sponsored the channel.
Right, okay. I've been having some fun today. This was such a mistake.
Steve Edmonds sponsored the channel.
This was such a mistake. Right. I don't know what to do.
Marcin N. DeVille 816 sponsored the channel.
Well, thank you for gifting all of those subs, people. I will get down to it as well.
Marcin N. DeVille 816 sponsored the channel. Wayne Collins sponsored the channel.
What did I do?
Wayne Collins sponsored the channel.
The thing is, I can hear the sound. I can hear the sound, you see, so it's throwing me off.
The channel.
And I'm trying to make I'm trying to make a heartfelt apology.
Jamie Truscott sponsored the channel.
I'm trying to make a
Kevin
who's
sponsored the channel.
Right, okay. Are we good?
Kevin sponsored the channel.
It says Kevin sponsored the channel, but I can't see anyone who sponsored the channel. We good, right? Okay. Right, my apology. Titanic. I was being antagonistic today. Okay. So as you can see, that is a picture. There's not many pictures of the external of the Titanic. That is a picture of the Titanic, and I'm convinced there is no trim line. So I wanted to put it out there that even though the Olympic class ships did have that trim line, and I agree to that, Britannia had it, the Olympic had it, what's to say the Titanic had it? What's to say that they didn't want to get out of port as quick as possible and they just get time to put it on there? Because there's no documented evidence of it or anything. So I was being antagonistic today, but anyone who played along or anyone that was actually having banter with me on Twitter and stuff, I really enjoyed myself, and it was quite fun. We did keep it civil, so that was good. So that was the Titanic. I just wanted to get that out there now. It's just for engagement, but I don't mean anything by it. I do like to rib rivet counters and stuff, especially when it's Spitfire builds and stuff like that. I just like to check knowledge and stuff like that. So that was just crazy what just happened there. Okay, the next thing is starting again. Thank you, Kenneth.
Kenneth Larrock sponsored the channel.
Okay.
Kenneth Larrock celebrates 11 months of membership. Where does the time go? 11 months.
Right, I'm going to turn that off because I can't shut that off. Right, okay, we're good. Right, okay. So the next thing to tell you is that I've got confirmation, believe it or not. I think when April hits, we're going to be inundated with new builds because now I've got 7 builds which are coming out in the next 2 months. 7 builds. I can't tell you any of them apart from the fact that I think a bigger percentage is cars. Okay, but they you're gonna hear about them soon. But yeah, there's 7 new builds in the next 2 months through different publishers. So that's interesting news. From Fan Home, if you've watched Picard season 3, Beverly Crusher's ship at the start that she's with her son Jack on. This is the SS Elios. Let's get that to focus. There we go. Looking like that. And that's the underside there. So this is the next ship in the Star Trek ships collection. Quite a big size. Quite a nice size that is as well. When I was out trying to look for the Guardians of the Galaxy magazine, they didn't have it down in Essex. And I went to Pitsea, I went to Basildon. I didn't go to Canvey. But they did have a trial of the Marvel Milestones coin collection. And as you can see, the first one is the Amazing Spider-Man. There is a brochure for it here, which tells you all about it. I'm guessing this is going to be like the usual trials, where it's like 4 issues. And as you can see, you do get a coin, which is already in the plastic thing that you don't take it out of. So that's the back. And that there is the front. Now, this was $2.99 in the WH Smiths in Essex. I don't know if it's anywhere else. Obviously, Hachette are now doing trials of different things around the country at the same time. So that's going to confuse us. That was that. I've got some 80s retro stuff. One of them isn't 80s, although it is 80s. I'll explain that in a minute. I am a big Dungeons & Dragons fan, hence why I put Warcraft up at the start, because when Warcraft came out in 2004, that's all I ever played. As a matter of fact, my playtime for Warcraft is stupid. It's like 369 days or something stupid like that. If you do play Warcraft, I haven't been on it for about a year now, to be honest with you, but I was a mage. My character's called Hawkstarn, and I'm on the European Airy Peak server. So Hawkstarn with an N at the end. Hawkstarn, that's my name. But I love Dungeons & Dragons, so when I went to MCM last year, I went to get the Player's Manual and the Dungeons Master's Guide because they've just been reissued to Season 5, and now I've got the all-purpose Monster Manual, which is absolutely brilliant. So that, believe it or not, is going in my retro room, because even though this isn't 80s, it takes me back to the 80s. Now, back in the old days of Monster Manuals, that wasn't in a book. It was in a clipboard, and you actually put bits in and you could add things as well, which was quite cool as well. And then I've got Dave Westbury has sent me something which I had an enormous amount of fun with, a 35mm camera with the shutter control, and I couldn't think for the life of me how we used to open this up to get to the film. And I remember there was a button on the bottom which ejected the film, but I thought, how do we get into here? I couldn't figure it out. You can still do the whole doing that, But then I remembered, when we had to rewind the film, if you remember, you used to have to take this and then pull that up. And then when you did that, that's what opened this up. But before you did that, you used to put it up and then rewind your film, which was crazy. But that's taken me back. So I've got a 35mm camera to add to the retro room, which is pretty cool as well. Now, yesterday, if I can put this up, sorry, this monologue's going a little bit today. We had a few birthdays. So it's a big happy birthday to Christian from Grantham. I don't know, is Christian here tonight? I'm going to put this on for him.
Let's give it up big time. Hello, Christian from Grantham. Now let's get cracking.
That's perfect. So happy birthday, Christian. It was also Lou's birthday, Lou Dalmaso, the Aztec dummy himself. And I didn't realise, and I'm sure Lou's going to confirm this with me, but it was Leonard Nimoy's birthday. It would have been Leonard Nimoy's birthday yesterday as well, which was pretty crazy. So Lou and Christian shared their birthdays with Leonard Nimoy. How crazy is that? Now, today, Oggy Gonzalez, the interstellar modeler, it's his birthday today. So, Oggy, if you're watching my stream, happy birthday, mate. So, anyone else celebrating stream? I will catch you later on. And then I think I'm down my list. Here we go again.
Bergdie's North Dial sponsored the channel. Bergdie's
Right,
North Dial celebrates 15 months of membership. I was gonna type a wall of text, but hates that.
Right, so what we're going to do is once I figure this out, I'll figure it out in a minute. The Sprueverse challenge. Now, you'd be happy to know I finished the Sprueverse challenge. It's actually sitting next to me right here. Off camera, you can't see it. But what I am going to do is I'm going to give you a little tease. So to do that, the first tease I'm going to give you is this. I don't think I'll give you much away when I show you that. But I've got to play this before the next tease. And there we go again.
Ian Campbell sponsored the channel. Ian Campbell celebrates 15 months of membership. Let's get them emojis going. Hee hee hee.
Okay. Thank you, Ian. Let's get them. So, right, there's got to be a way around this. Right, we'll figure that one out in a minute, right? But I'm going to give you a tease to the Sprueverse challenge. Now, if you don't know what the Sprueverse challenge is, myself and Phil, we've done things like the Jaws, the Orca, we've done the Shark in Resin, which was abysmal. Then Lou joined us and we did the Time Machine. Last year we did the Stanart's Mechanical Shark. And this year we're doing the Scratch Build Challenge. Well, the day after the stream that you saw, I filmed this. And this is going to be a tease for the video that I've got coming for whatever I built, which I'm not telling you about.
And here is the mystery box here. Now, this is the day after the live stream. Let me just give you a quick breakdown of what's actually in the box. Now, we do have different guns each from what I understand, but I've got this one here.
Cooper, the model builder,
like
celebrates 15
I'm
months
showing you the boxes, but I'm going to throw them away now because I think that these boxes are going to sort of train my brain into having that sort of like shape, which I don't want to do. I think if I don't have any pictures, I'll be able to do the scratch build a lot easier. So that's the first one.
Hi Wayne, how are you doing today?
And the second one is this Star Trek K7 space station here. So if you do want to do your own version of this, this is where you can get these models from. Now, also in the kit, we did have this pre-made bag from Evergreen Scale Models. Now, it's number 9002. And in here, we have got things like, let me just get this out. We've got some film cell here. We've got some thin card. We've got some really thick foam here. I mean, model making material. I mean, look, check that out. That's going to be cool. No idea what I'm going to do at the moment. As a matter of fact, after the live stream last night, I sat there looking at all the parts thinking, what do I do? So I'm going to lay out for you exactly some of the things that we've got here. So we've got these round sections here, looking like this. Now this is all part of that Star Trek kit. Looking like that there. We've got a base here. I've got some transparent bits here. These are... Phil was explaining these last night, sort of like packing caps or something, and they all go together like this. They sort of slot together like Lego. Got quite a few of those. And then I've got some pieces from that artillery gun there, looking like this. Lots of little, I mean, this is what the detail's going to be. I'm going to be putting loads of detail on this with these parts here. So that's everything. We've got some bits which have come off here by the look of it. And then finally, in that one of these kits, I've got some decals here, and I've got a little tiny bit of photo etch. So I've got all of that parts there. Now I can add to this, but I can't use any outside help. I've toyed with a spaceship idea where these two bits will go together like this, and then this will be like a front section. This will be or actually that could be the back section. This could be a front section. It will look more like a Klingon bird of prey, that will though. And I want to steer away from designs which have already been done. So I don't know. This is where we're up to at the moment.
Oh, there you go. There is my tease of the Sprueverse challenge. What have I built? What have I built? Okay, I'm going to try to catch up with chat, and I'm. You were just waiting.
Matthias
You were just waiting, Matthias.
Matthias Bornici celebrates 15 months of membership, and now I will recite the Crispin's Day speech.
Okay. I've got to sort this out.
Steve 1200.
I've got to sort this out. We can't have a whole stream of this. I don't know what I've done. That's the problem. All I did was I changed the desktop here. Okay, so I changed the desktop, and I just made things bigger. How I've activated this thing, I don't know.
Mark's Mods celebrates 15 months of membership.
How are you doing it to show that you've celebrated 50? Is that like so every time you put an emoji on the screen, is that what's happening? I don't know what's happening. Why is this happening? Stop laughing. This isn't funny. Anyway, I'm going to try and continue. But Steve, thank you for donating a gift to Keith Belavia. I can actually put that on the screen. Is that Keith Belavia? It's going to be one of those streams like, I'm on rum. Just so you know, I'm on my Port Merion rum. Another half of this, I won't care. I won't care anymore.
Spider Sprue sponsored the channel. Spider Sprue celebrates 15 months of membership. Giggle, giggle.
You have emoticons on Chat Ninja. I don't even have Chat Ninja Will's Workshop. So I don't have emoticons on. I wish I could bring the X-Wing back. That would have been a brilliant build. But obviously, until it gets re-released, I don't think we're ever going to get that. But there you go. So Ian then gifted 5 memberships. So Ian's gifted, I'm okay, Ramon. I'm very stressed, but I'm okay. So Stuart Edwards, Garrett Shepherd, who else? Aaron Meller, Martin Long, and Guido. You all became members thanks to Ian. It says when someone gifts it's not just that. It seems to be coming every time there's an emote as well. I don't know what's going on. Doing it, better picture, what? Then Matthias gifted 5 subs. So this is what's going on here. So, and then everyone's mentioned it's about a volcanic firework, and I'm just stressing out, trying to act like everything, just trying to act like I'm in control. You know, I'm the classic meme of me just smiling at the camera and the house is burning behind me. So Wayne, best stream ever already. So Jamie Truscott, you are now a member. Kevin, you are now a member. Wayne's got psychedelic, something's gone wrong. There you go. You gifted 5 membership. Who else have I missed out? Steve Edmonds, Marcin N. I think I've named you all. Thank you, Matthias. We've found something the chat likes. Yeah, chat. You know what? I'm starting to think that I should get one of these devices that you can press a button and it will control something in the workshop.
Will's Workshop celebrates 15 months of membership. Found free member milestone chat lol.
If I had like something to interactive at the back there, guaranteed you'll all be spamming it, making it work. So.
Cadnola's Model Workshop sponsored the channel. Cadnola's Model Workshop.
I think about adding some stuff to my streams. Maybe this is a sign to me. Keep it simple. Yes, Andrew, keep it simple, because I've got to go back now and figure out what the hell I did. All I thought I did was change the background and raise my picture up. That's all I think I did. I added this logo to Stream Elements, and I added this at the top to Stream Elements, this QR code. And then I turned on Talk to Speak, and it was doing it fine. But this whole thing here, with the explosions of emotes, I don't know what that is. would be terrible for TTS for continue
Carl
for an hour. It
Williamson
would. I don't
sponsored the
know.
channel.
Please, someone help
Carl
me turn it
Williamson
off.
celebrates 15 months of membership.
Repeat yourself. No, I love how Wayne started the stream by saying we were able to see his face bigger tonight. Because it's all now. Yeah, it sort of went pear-shaped, didn't it? Best intentions and all of that. Sorry to you all. I'm not well and haven't been all week. Hope you all have a great time tonight. Oh, sorry to hear that, Jason. Take care, mate. Hope you get better. Randall, evening all. Someday I'm going to be here at the start. Well, remember the clocks
African
go.
Bungle Ferret sponsored the channel. African
The clocks
Bungle
go
Ferret celebrates
forward
15
on
months
Sunday
of
morning
membership.
for us.
Found it
So we're
ye.
back in line with all of you folks in America, which is cool. So
Paul Warren sponsored the channel. Paul Warren celebrates 12 months of membership. I gotta get in on
was the
this.
Stipe on the ship in the movie? Yes, it was. It was on the movie, but you can't go by the movie. Any
Wayne
picture that
Watson
you see
sponsored the
where you
channel.
can see the
Wayne
stripe,
Watson
I guarantee is either an
7
artist
months of
impression
membership.
or it's the Olympic. It's not the Titanic. Every Titanic picture I've looked at doesn't have that stripe. So it's something that's certainly stirred up the hornet's nest, that's for sure. Yes, ads. And now, did I mention this last week about YouTube? Now, adding ads. And I can't stop it. Well, I can stop it. I can actually click that for 10 minutes. Delay ads for 10 minutes. But YouTube are now putting automatic ads into live streams, and they're also doing it on videos as well. So if you are a YouTuber and you're putting manual ads in your videos, YouTube can now override them. So well, it's supposed to go live in May, but I think something's happening in April. I'm not sure. I don't know what's going on. At the moment, me and technology, you can just see that, what's going on here. Queen Victoria's on the throne for 60 years. That must have been a hell of a curry. Hey? One of them has to be the orca. I don't know. I haven't got a clue. I know. I don't know what 3 of them are. 2 of them are. 1 of them are. I don't know what 1 of them are. I know what the other 6 are. So, and 2 of them are James Bond cars, obviously. So, there you go. Oh, all my teeth and gums are all sore. I've been to the dentist, but they don't know what it is and why. So, really? That's not good. If they gave you painkillers, Jason. Teeth pain is the worst pain you can possibly have. You're like the Lotus on the shelf. I had to spin it round the stand. So the stands are a bit wonky at the bottom, but I wanted it that way round. I didn't want it the other way round so you can see the headlights. It'd be nice to have the propellers, I suppose, but I just like the way that is. Remember on Monday, I'm having an upgrade with the electrics going to the workshop. So the workshop's going to be out of action. So I'm trying to get myself ahead. Tomorrow on the channel, I've done the U-boat, the U-96. So stages 53 to 56, I believe. They slabbed the coin, not bad. Is it sterling silver? I haven't got a clue. No idea, but it is quite a nice coin for $2.99. So I didn't realise it come in this. Obviously, I'm not about to open it. I don't think you can open it, actually. Don't know why you'd want to open it. I think they've kept it in there. So for all I know, it could just be like weighted steel or something. I don't know. Just did the Optimus Prime 38 to 54. One of the shoulder joints should have been replaced by a Phillips or Allen head bolt. Would have made the joint real easy to complete. True. I'm wondering, Wayne, did I make a mistake? Is this the Optimus Prime, the Agora Models one, or the fan home one? Because for my Optimus Prime to have lost its arm, I'm wondering if I did something wrong. I'm looking at myself now. Did I do something wrong? And that's why it's come out. I don't know. Used to play Warcraft many years ago. I played far too much Warcraft. Far too much Warcraft. The days I spent in Ironforge or Stormwind or Darnassus or in the pub at Goldshire in Elwyn Forest, and I love that game. But you know what happened? It got too big. It got too big, and that's why I didn't like it. As a matter of fact, I stopped playing after Mists of Pandaria. I didn't like Cataclysm, all that. Wrath of the Lich King for me was the big, brilliant one. They should have stopped after Wrath of the Lich King. I liked that. Hi, David. How's it going? Will you get the Fast and Furious car collection? Probably not. I've got too many collections at the moment, and at the moment, as you can see, I'm filling up space quickly. Big time here. So I've got nowhere to put it. You're a die-hard D&D version 3 player. I used to love Dungeons. See, I went from normal basic Dungeons & Dragons to advanced Dungeons & Dragons, and then I sort of branched out. So I started playing things like Call of Cthulhu. and then Paranoia. They're just some of the other guys. I never played Warhammer, which was weird. I never played tabletop either, so it was all role play. I've done LARPing in my time as well, down at the Labyrinth down in Kent. If anyone's ever done that, that was good. Live action role play. You have half a dozen 35mm cameras like that lying about the house, have you? I mean, I haven't seen one for so long, James Boy, and it was fun actually just seeing that, thinking, how do I open it? Where's the catch to open it? And then I remembered, this was back in the days when you had to rewind your own video. You had to rewind a film before you could eject it. And then if you opened it before rewinding it, you're going to destroy like 5 or 6 pictures. There you go, Aaron. There you go, Aaron. You can go watch all the back catalogue now. You're going to type a wall of text, but YouTube hates that. Yes. So I take it that text to speech, whatever you write, it will. If you write the complete works of Shakespeare, that's what it's going to preach to everyone for the next, like, how long we got left on the stream? Only 23 minutes into the stream and I'm already stressing big time. Can you believe that? Wow. Your birthday's October 4th. I don't know what that makes you. I don't know. I always like to know what people's star signs are. I'm a Cancer. Mrs. Wilder Wayne's a Capricorn. We used to have Kodak cameras years ago. You know what I need? I need a Polaroid camera. I'm trying to get hold of one of the old Polaroid cameras, the one that they used to model the old Instagram picture on. They are on the things that I'm after for the retro. Polaroid camera, definitely. I want one of those. I don't know what they're called. View scope. You remember the red things where you used to put the white discs in it and you used to click it down and look through it and see the slides? And they used to have film versions and stuff like that. One of them, but I mean they're on eBay, but the old version, so the original 80s version, not the current one, and perhaps some movie stills, like they do the black hole, funny enough, of that. But it's what I see at the time that I want. I mean, look, I bought myself some of the things I buy for this retro room. You're going to think I'm crazy, right? But look, I bought a brand new 10p, which is the big one from, don't know if you're going to be able to see this, 1985. I wanted a 1985 10p because obviously that was the year Back to the Future came out. So it's obviously the big 10p. So that's going to go in my frame as well. Oh, the things I do. Chat, you know what to do. No. Why is it that if something goes wrong, people just want to smoke it? That's what Oh, what is that theme for Sprueverse challenge so familiar? Jacob, I don't know. From what I remember, when I actually did it, I said to Suno, which is my AI generator, create a 10-second fanfare, and that's what it created. So, and it's just been the same ever since. So you probably heard I've been using that theme for a long time now. I ordered, just so you know, I ordered the World of Wayne shirt with the burning ship on it. It should have been here. I was hoping to wear it tonight, but they couldn't find my address because stupid me, every delivery put my house number, where I live, Corby, and the postcode, not the street name. So you'd think they'd still be able to get to it, but they can't. So I've had to fill in the missing details. But you'll see that when I do the Constitution, because every time I do a ship build now, I'm going to make sure I'm wearing that shirt. If you want to see my merch, look, I don't know if you can scan that. It's probably small, but you know what? 50% of the people who watch my videos are watching on a TV. I never thought that in a million years. I thought most people would be watching on a computer or a handheld phone, but no. Glad to spend some of my birthday here with Wayne and you all. 53 is still kicking. So, Scott, was it your birthday today as well? Hang on. Bing! Let's put that up. Happy birthday, Scott. Look, I can even cheers. I can even raise slancher. I can even do that with a rum. How's that? Liam Dillon. I've got to thank Liam Dillon because now let me see if I can show you this. This is wicked, and I might be able to. I might be able to help you out, and you do it too. So hang on, stand by. Right, Liam. Right. So, did you know? Right, Kraken Rum are doing a promotion at the moment. Now here's the link in chat. Right, so if you click in this, I don't know if it's still available. So it might have gone, but you can get yourself a free little Kraken brooch. Just making sure there's nothing on the screen. But look, you can get one of them. A little free Kraken brooch. So that's what I've done. I've gone and applied for a free Kraken brooch for my Kraken rum when I'm drinking it, so I can wear that. It does look like the Hydra sign, obviously, but yeah, Kraken rum. That's cool. Dan Crim, I missed last week for your pre-birthday announcement. Mine was Saturday the 22nd. I shared it with William Shatner. Really? Wow. Got to wait all the way to July 4th for me. Gonna be interested to see what I constructed. Well, I mean, I'm looking at mine and I am very happy with what I've constructed. I am worried that I didn't use absolutely everything in that kit that you saw. I used about 90% of it. So there was about 10% that I didn't use. And then there was 20% of parts that I added afterwards. So but you'll see. There's 3 weeks. That's going to be announced on the 24th of April. 4 weeks. What's the date today? It's just under a month away, which is all cool. It's all for fun. Someone's got a clip it of me just freaking out. What's going on? Don't tell me how to fix it. Yeah, the problem is, Darren, I'll be just crying at the end. I'll be like, what's going on? Rocking backwards and forwards. It's not good. But it happens. Like every time there's an alert,
Storm Gaming
does that happen
sponsored
now?
the channel. Storm Gaming celebrates 14 months of membership.
Does that just happen now? Right, let me turn off the happy birthday. I will figure that out after the stream. I don't know what it is, but I don't know what Chat Ninja is either. So this is what happens when a 52-year-old guy tries to muck around with technology. Instead of keep coming out with new cars, one of these partner companies should come out with the Fury Easy 8 tank from the Brad Pitt movie. They can study both into. You know what? We've only had the Leopard, and I know there's a lot of tanks out there. So I'm wondering if there is room for tanks. It's nice to see a helicopter. I'd love to see a train, and I believe Pete Cooper, I believe you're doing a train at the moment from Hachette Parkworks. Is that right? That looks pretty cool. So see, I do watch your channels. You can hear another voice. Yeah, what it was, when you heard another voice, it's because I had Stream Elements opening, so it's playing the Stream Elements sound of that and my thing, so it's making 2 voices. When I close Stream Elements, you shouldn't hear it, but by having it open, it didn't make it more apparent to me what's going on. So I was just looking dumbfounded at the screen. It may have been in gibberish for all I could have understood. So glad you're giving me a reason to take my vinyl strip off the Titanic. Didn't care for it. Yeah, I don't think it existed. And if it does exist, all right, let's just say it does exist. You think about a strip which is probably this big on the Titanic, let's say 20 centimeters, reduced by 200, because it's 1/200 scale, it would be 1 millimeter. And if it's a light color, there's a chance you're not going to see it anyway. So I think that the decals, because I've seen them in there, would be too thick anyway. But I'm just reluctant to put it on. I just really am. But I want to put it on to demonstrate how to. So I might put it on and then take it off afterwards, just to demonstrate how to put them on without breaking them. That might be the way to go. Miss myself laughing at Ramon. What's Ramon say? Why is everyone laughing at Ian? I'm the joke tonight, aren't I? And now I can recite St. Crispin's Day speech. I don't know what that is, Matthias. So what is this sponsor? So this is you are a premium member anyway, aren't you? I'm so confused. I don't know what's going on. I love this much in ages. It's freaking me out, Mark. You don't have this on Sunday nights. At least on Sunday nights when you're doing it, I'm relaxed and I'm just with my beer watching you guys. But yeah, for this time it's all over the place. Now I've completely lost my chat. Okay, compose yourself. It's making me laugh when he loses it. No, it doesn't. It stresses me out. You've announced the text. Yeah. So when Chris, what I know I've done, I know that I turned on when the pop-ups come up, I turned on talk to speech. So if someone subscribed, it says like Chris Hurst has subscribed. And if they write a message, it will write the message saying like Spider Sprue here saying giggle giggle. What all that explosion's all about, I ain't got a clue. Yeah, it's a car crash. Yes, this is a reason why I've got a car crash emoji. I'm going to have to watch this stream back myself. I very rarely watch my own live streams back, but this one I have because my face must be a picture. I don't know what's going on. Ah. So, Wayne. So members can post a supporting member message and voila, emoji explosion. Right. Okay, I got you. To stop it. That's the thing. Carry on like a true professional. I'm trying to, Dean. The problem is that because there's a thing called voice blocking. So like if you were to play your own voice back in headphones, sort of like half a second, it just jams you. It just that's what's happening. It's speech jamming me. It's the free monthly membership chat. Right. Okay. Thank you. Now I know what's going on. I haven't got a clue. You spent the last 3 hours arguing and losing with a second Lego Lynx. And Cinder decided to join them together, but a mirror image. My head is killing me. Thanks for the distraction, Wayne. Whatever I can do. The $ in chat, free milestone announcement. See, you're all clued up in all of this stream elements and chat. That's my mistake. I'm not clued up on it. I thought I was being clever. I thought I was being clever making all of this thing on the screen, but obviously not. YouTube allows you to give a free shout out on your membership. Really? Wow. Yeah, I thought you had. This is what I'm like. It's all popping up about being a member. I don't know. Found free member milestone chat. Okay. So that's what that's all about. Wait, you sent me an email, Chris. Chris has sent me an email. Right, thank you. Is this step by step how to stop things happening? Oh, we're talking about the Titanic yellow stripe. Okay. Yeah, that is not that has been right. Okay, so I've got to, if you don't mind, Chris, I've got to show people this. Right, that picture there that Chris has just showed me there, which shows the yellow stripe, that has been artificially generated. I guarantee that's been artificially generated. Do you know why I know it's been artificially generated? Because I've got the black and white picture of that, which I'm just trying to find it, which I colorized myself. That ain't there. Trust me, it's not there. I did it today to prove a point, but I think I've gone and deleted it. So there you go. It might be on my phone. Stand by. I colorized the picture, so I need to prove receipts. It's not here. It's not here. No, it's not there. Oh, damn it. Yeah, I colorized it today. That wasn't in the picture that I colorized. Trust me. Anyone F1 cars coming in the next 7 builds? No.
Ed Hughes sponsored the channel. Ed Hughes celebrates 15 months of membership. Couldn't resist.
Actually, I can't answer that question, Ferrari. So I'm just going to say no. Go Bills, go Bills. Yes, Jim. What do you think about Sonoda taking over from Lawson and Red Bull for the Japanese Grand Prix? That's going to be interesting if you're an F1 fan. Chat, click the $. Bergdis, stop giving instructions. Here's instructions how to freak Wayne out. All you need to do is start by putting a $ sign and then watch his face. Oh, dear, oh dear. Look, I really went strong on this rum tonight, and I normally have some left, but I guarantee by the end of this stream I won't. Oh, God. Try turning off talk to speech. Yep, I can turn talk to speech off. That's not the issue. It's this explosion thing that's the issue. You allow members to send this. You'll need to turn this off. Yeah, I think I'll figure something out. I don't know what I've turned on, Chris. That's the problem. I turned on talk to speech. I know that's what's reading the chat. That's the bit that I understand. I don't understand the big emojis just going everywhere. Which is going, look now. I mean, Anthony's found it. Hi all from cold Liverpool. We've had quite a nice day today here, and down in Essex, I believe they've had a brilliant day. I was speaking to my kiddies today, and they were telling me how hot it was. Mike, I was right. It's a steampunk windmill. I can see it going round just on the edge of the screen on your left, Wayne. No, I got a lava lamp. Oh, you're nah. That's a good idea, though.
Kenneth Lark super chatted $3.49. All white Starline ships had the gold stripes on them.
Right. Okay. I'm going to get to that. I'll get to that. Hold that thought about all Starline ships. I'm going to get to that. Okay. If anyone has seen The Simpsons where Mr. Burns says, stop it all the party, then Wayne later will stop all the emoticons. How comes when you tell people, how comes it's reverse psychology? You tell people not to do it and they do it more. What is that all about? Yeah, I've seen that email now. Remember that We the European goes into Summertown now on Sunday. Yes, we do. At 2 o'clock in the morning, we're going to be in British summertime. So our clocks go forward an hour, which means that if you're on the east coast of America, we're only 5 hours behind you. At the moment, you are only 5 hours behind us. At the moment, you are 6 hours behind us. When we turn into Godzilla, right? Start turning green, you know about it. Good evening, Wayne. I saw tonight a new build of the Guardians. Yeah, it looks really good. I couldn't get hold of one, though. I really wanted to get hold of one to put it on the channel, but I mean, I looked around. I couldn't. I know it's in Manchester. I know it's up in Newcastle. I don't know where else it is, but it is around the country somewhere. You're watching The Shark is Broken. You're going to love that, Wheels Workshop. That's going to be brilliant. When are you starting the live stream train? That's a Twitch thing, isn't it? Hype train. See, I watch Twitch. I wouldn't know how to do one of them, but I'm not on Twitch at the moment because I'm not using Restream. You've enjoyed the short-lived time difference as it allowed me to catch your live streams. Yeah, back to normality. Hi, Todd. How's it going? Welcome to this car crash stream tonight. Because I've been fiddling with technology. Remember, the computer is your friend. Yeah. You love Paranoia. Do you remember that game? That was brilliant. The thing with Paranoia is you never ever got around to doing the tasks. You always tried to get your fellow mates into trouble with the all-seeing computer who hated trees. Just watch the D&D cartoon. I used to love that. With Hank and Presto. Are you really looking forward to the USS Constitution build? Me too. I think it's going to be an awesome build. It is, but I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to film it. I think I can probably get away with doing one pack for the first pack, but after that, it's probably going to have to be a stage at a time. Back to those old days of doing one stage a video. Wait, you're going back to Philadelphia again this weekend for 3 days. Wow, you're loving it, Ramon. I hope you have fun there, mate. The text box has a 50-character limit. Thank God for that. Dalek's going to be a hefty fellow. I talked to Hachette today and they said it's going to be roughly 10 kilos. Hope you have a strong shelf. Probably going to sit on the floor, to be honest with you, Timothy. But I think, didn't Viewmaster, is that what it was called? I believe, did people start getting pack 11, stage 11 in the newsagents at the moment? My newsagents was missing stage 60 of the Lancaster, which is a bit weird. I was meant to call them, but I completely forgot, so I need to get onto that. You got the Roker Seahorse. Now I can finally build along with something. Yeah, I need to get back onto that. We did it on the member stream, and then I filmed it for the channel, but the next one's going to be actually on the channel. So the Viewmaster, yeah, definitely. You're a Pisces. Okay. Libra Wayne, you'll be 30 this year, and you were born in 1995. You see, I can't get my head around that RB26. That means you were born after Jurassic Park came out. Yeah, that's mad. And obviously Star Wars. Wow, shows my age. You worked in a grocery store photo lab for a while when I was younger. I zapped myself a few times on the capacitor inside the disposable cameras, take them apart. Andrew, I've done the same thing. I used to work for Dixon's. So obviously Dixon's was like people bring in their cameras here and their films to have them developed, and we come back the next day and they've already done 24-hour photos, like, I mean, what's his name? Robin Williams in that. 1 hour photo film. But yeah, if you touch that capacitor, it gives you a mighty zap. I didn't realize you can get that much of an electric shock just off a little AA battery. Crazy stuff. Wayne needs a Commodore 64 computer. Yeah, no, I do. I mean, all I've got is a Spectrum. I want a BBC Micro as well, but I'm going to have to start using wall space if I'm going to start putting computers on the wall. You have a bag of cut off 35mm film leaders and towels next to me when from when Dad was developing old films. That's crazy. You know what's worth a lot of money at the moment, Berg? This 35mm cases, because people are turning them into God knows what else, and also the plastic boxes that they come into, because they're invaluable for keeping things waterproof. I used to put geocaches in them, but they do go for quite a bit of money now. The original ones. Forgot the old 10p coins were that big, though I do remember when there were 2 bob bits. Look, you think that was good? Look, check this out. Look. Look, focus. Focus, 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 focus. There you go. Look, it's a half p. A half p, look. There you go. Half p. We showed these last week. And then, as I said, I've got the 50p. The big 50p. That's dated 1969, that one. Oh, I need to get a 50p, which is in the 80s. Or is that 89? That's 89, 1989. And then obviously the creme de la creme is the £1 note. Which looks pretty cool. Still haven't put them in a frame yet, though. Yeah, I don't know yet, Ferrari. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Your birthday was on the 15th of this month. Well, happy birthday for the 15th, Mark. I'm trying to find the little happy birthday icon. Will the shirt go on the fire pit when the ship is done? Dean, if, right, I'm laying this on the line now. If the ship goes wrong and it ends up in the fire and I've done something wrong, then I will hold myself at your mercy and I will be I will do whatever forfeit becomes of me, because I'm that confident I'm going to do this and I'm going to make it correct. I am that confident, but I don't want to do a forfeit. I can't buy any World Away merch because I don't have shipping to Mexico. Really? It don't have shipping. See, Public are in New York, I believe. They got offices in New York. That's crazy. The viewer you referred to as a Viewmaster 3D. It used discs with a 3D photos on it. I have somewhere. I didn't remember it as being 3D though, John Mortimer, I have to say. Back in the day, though, I had films. I had a Superman. I remember I had a Superman disc with all Superman stills. I always remember because I had a grainy, I don't know, something happened to the picture of Superman in the movie when he's on the railway tracks and the train's going over his head, and you could see that through the viewfinder. But mine was all bitty and stuff, like it's, I don't know, something's been pressed on it or something. How are you getting on with the Roker boat? Certainly test the patience. I'm enjoying it, but to be honest with you, since that live stream, I haven't been back to it yet. I'm trying to prepare things for this workshop electric thing that's happening on Monday. So there you go. Oh, no. Whoa, I just saw that. Let me go back. Whoa, what was that? So there's an out of stock notice. Pro stocks of Beast Approach have been exhausted. No. Very limited stock remains for previously signed up league members. Well, I managed to get mine earlier on. Oh, that's a bugger. I managed to get one. So it's going to take 6 weeks to deliver, apparently, though. Hello, Michael. How's it going? Yeah, there we go. The German train is the my German's terrible. Bauer Ray 01. You didn't do a premium. You don't know how that happened. I don't know how anything's happening tonight, Steve. I'm just I just can't believe that I'm actually live streaming. I mean, I must be clever enough to actually click a button and make myself go live to the world, but can I figure out how to stop explosions on the screen? No. There we go. Look, John Mortimer. If anyone's out there is interested in the Agora Leopard tank, he's built one. He no longer wants it. So get in touch with John. I'm sure you can arrange something. Oh, you got your Burning Ship t-shirt on Tuesday. Expect a photo from Berry soon. Definitely, Mike. I'll put you on merch on the map. That means you got it before me. Just like Matthias. I can't believe Matthias gave me that picture and I put it on the channel of the space jellyfish and mine turned up. Crazy. Nice. I had 3 visits to the former East Germany back in 1970. Photography and tape recording trains there. Really? Wow. I went to Germany first time in the early 80s. Didn't go to East Germany. We only went to Andernach on the Rhine. That's where I was based. And then obviously in the early 90s, just after the Berlin Wall came down, I was in Munich for a few months, closing blockbusters of video stores out there. All fun. Wayne, show the picture I sent on Saturday with me and my girlfriend. That's on my phone. Stand by. Wow, what? Sorry, I just had a light coming on there. It's on my phone. You don't mind me showing that, Ramon? Oh, I don't have it, Ramon. I don't keep my messages, you see, so I don't have it. Unless you message me again and I'll show it off. Yes, the Armist Titan had a distinct 6-inch wide yellow gold stripe that separated the black hole from the white super running all around the ship. Revo Dave, if that's true, show me a picture, because I don't think it is. All the pictures I've seen of the Titanic don't show it. There's no accounts of it being on there. There's accounts of it looking splendid and stuff like that. If it, every defense to say it had on there is by putting in the agenda of the Olympic and how the Olympic had it. And I know we're going to get a chat later on how the Olympics, how the White Star Olympic line of ships had it as well, which I agree. The Britannia had it, the Olympic had it as well. I'm not convinced the Titanic had it. I think I think that they ran out of time to put it on. So, typical Red Bull Racing, very harsh on Liam. Oh, Liam wasn't performing at all for Ferrari 2000. You can't get to that stage and perform worse than Sergio Perez. All White Star, there you go. So, Kenny, if all White Star ships had the gold stripes on them. No. All White Star ships were meant to have it on there. I'm still not convinced the Titanic had it. What's worse, Berg this telling people how to freak Wayne or World Wayne highlighting it? No. Because I read out all chat messages. That's why I'm my own blooming enemy, aren't I? I know you can't say, but can you blink twice if the Batmobile 89 is one of the new builds coming up? I can't say anything, Dean, I'm afraid. Sorry. I really wish I could. Just like when you say click that button, they don't. Yeah. We said that. We said to Mrs. Worldaway and said, Esther, if you were in a room and there's nothing in the room, just a table and a red button, and you had explicit instructions not to press that button, and they left you in the room alone, how long would it be before you press that button? Esther said, like, probably about 45 seconds. And were you doing a Bugatti? It never came out, Nathaniel, in this country. Never came out. I did the trial, but we never had the bill come out. What size shirt am I wearing now? This is a medium. A medium. Forbidden Planet. It's a medium shirt, Todd. See, I'm losing a lot of weight, Todd. I'm going to be a skinny mini when you see me in May. Yes, I am David Westbury. Thank you. As I said, it's all here. It's actually, it was on my shelf. I'll put it back on my shelf after the stream. Oh, there we go. Look, Mrs. Wayne said as well. Anyone a Metallica fan? I love Metallica. As a matter of fact, I learned to play the guitar to and Justice for All album. I like Battery. I like One. That's pretty much what I learned to play the guitar with. But yeah, I love Metallica. You bought a Samsung microwave in Dixon's in 1981. It still works today and has the original bulb. Oh my God. Yeah, I used to work for Dixon's and then I went over to PC World. You're a Capricorn, January 9th. Yeah, Mrs. World Wayne's a Capricorn as well. Your last analog cam was a Dynax 5 from Minota. It used the 35mm films. Would you remember the APS cameras that had like the panoramic normal pictures and then like the square ones? Was it? I can't remember. It had 3 different things: widescreen, panoramic, and I don't know. APS cameras. And then you had the disc system cameras as well. God, it's taking me back. There's an SS Nomadic in the Titanic quarter in Belfast, the last White Star Line livered vessel, and it has a gold stripe. Yes, I'm not disputing that every other White Star Olympic vessel or ship had that gold star. I just don't think the Titanic did. I really don't think it did. And I'm not the only one. I have to say, I was speaking to Grok, and obviously if you do a search on Google as well, it's 50-50. No one knows. No one knows because there's no pictures at the time. A trim line isn't the sort of thing people discuss, so it's not on there. And all we got to go by is the pictures. People were showing me pictures of the wreckage of the Titanic, especially the one that was in Las Vegas as well, the big piece, so to speak. It doesn't show. It shows the place where a line would have been to be painted on because you've actually got the actual borders for it. But there's no yellow still there. That would have gone years ago with all the seawaters and pressures and all of that and rust. You got a penny from the 1890s. Wow. Hi, Craig. How's it going? Remember, next week, we'll be back only 5 hours behind you again. Your first computer was an Atari 130XE with a tape recorder. Now, mine was probably the ZX Spectrum, I think. The 16K ZX Spectrum. Then we upgraded it to the 48K Spectrum. and that's why I've got 2 Spectrums now. I've got one over there, and I've got the retro, the new Spectrum down here. Yeah, the Sinclair QL. Wow, do you remember the Sam Coupe? The Sam Coupe, that was after the 128 Spectrum. That was quite a cool computer. And then I went on to Mega Drive after I never had a Master System. I went straight to Mega Drive, and then it was the SNES, GameCube, Sega Saturn, Dreamcast. God, I had them all. You got a Timex kit when you're stationed in Scotland. You still have it. Wow. I have, Howard. I've got your pictures. I'm putting your pictures actually in a normal video. You're going to love Howard's pictures, by the way, for merch on the map. Howard's going to be the next one we do on there. Howard, your pictures made me laugh, I have to say, because of what you're actually standing in front of. That's crazy stuff. I showed Mrs. World Away, and she's like, oh my God. You sent it again. Okay, hang on. Okay. Yeah, so Ramon is going to be seeing his girlfriend. And there you go. There's Ramon, if anyone hasn't seen Ramon. So enjoy yourself over in Philly when you're there. Jeff Dunn, you bought a Dalek today and took the motor out the package and the cables. I saw your picture, Jeff Dunn. You're going to take it back for a replace. If you can't get it replaced, Jeff, I don't mind soldering it for you if you need it soldered. But email me if you do need that help, okay? You toured East Germany when I was a roadie in the 80s with Billy Bragg. Wow. And a punk band called the Newtown Neurotics. When the Titanic left port, it wasn't finished. It left Ireland with lots of workmen on doing the finishing touches. See? You know. I thought it didn't have the gold stripe of the Titanic, but I looked on Google and zoomed in on the pictures, and it seemed like most of the pictures it did. I guarantee, David Westbury, any picture you see where it looks like they're there, you're looking at the Olympic. I mean, I thought when I was at the Titanic exhibition, I thought I was looking at a picture of the Titanic propellers. No, it was the Olympic. So, pretty cool. No, I still don't believe that picture either that you've just sent me, Todd. See, you're looking at the shear line there, but that picture has been processed. I guarantee you can tell straight away from how zoomed that in. That picture's been processed to make it look like there's a line there. There's no line there, trust me. That's just, what do they call it? It's been artificially adapted by computer algorithms. It's not there. I put, look, this picture here is a high res picture. It's not there, trust me. And that's leaving Southampton. It's not there. Oh. But you know what? I do like, I'm not antagonizing. I just like the camaraderie of like saying something's wrong and seeing what people say. I just find it amusing. Because let me be honest, I'm really not bothered. but I do like to know where, if someone's holding a belief that something's like that, I want to know how far they'll defend that belief. So I'm doing the same on my end. I'm defending the belief that it never had it. So, there you go. See, I'll go with what Wayne said there. Look, no, the Titanic did not have a gold strip around it, but it did have a lighter grey band or a stripe along the rows or rivets just below the white hole. See, I could go with that as well. I got you some stuff for Wonderfest. Oh, that'd be wicked. I better bring an extra big suitcase then. You've seen the ship in Las Vegas. I never got to see that, I have to say. You know what? I think I'm behind on chat. We've only got 4 minutes to go. Tonight's stream, I have to apologise. It completely ran away with me because I was getting so stressed. So I hope it was okay to watch tonight because I'm just so stressed. I said, I'm going to be finishing this rum out. And I'll tell you, when I click this button to sign off, I'm going to be sitting down and just like thinking, what the hell just happened? And I promise next week I will try and get to the bottom of what the hell was going on there. But I do want to keep that text to speech. I can stop it so it doesn't read the message out. But I do like the fact they can read a message as well. I can probably get by on that. But that whole explosion thing, I don't know what that is. I need to figure out what I've done. So we'll have to see. But it has been a fun stream. I hope you've enjoyed yourself. As I said, tomorrow on the channel, we've got the U-boat, U-96 U-boat, and I am hopefully going to be starting to build the the Constitution tomorrow, so expect a video for that soon. But other than that, if I do get any news over the weekend, you had to do it, Ian. You had to do it. Other than that,
Daniel B. Grell sponsored the channel.
we are gonna see. This is it speech jams me. Other than that.
Roger Ling sponsored the channel.
Okay, so Ian has gifted Osmith and XM202. Mrs. Rhoda Wayne's now a sponsor. What?
Mike King sponsored the channel.
Oh, okay, I'm going to leave it there. Good night, everyone. Take care. And I'm just going to have a run.
XM202 Wow sponsored the channel.